So, our first segment with our results is a review. A review. Golden Guardians versus Cloud9. And I actually watched this match right before the show, like around 5 o'clock.
Okay.
And dear Lord, did watching Cloud9 play League of Legends tilt me. Oh my god.
I'm not gonna disagree.
So
I'm not gonna disagree.
So do you want to start with picks and bans?
Yes.
Okay. Why are people not banning Tom Kench against Ole?
That's a very good question that I had. Ole is extremely good at Tom Kench. He's not the best Tom Kench in NA right now.
Is he?
I think. What?
Wait, who's better?
Is that a real question?
Yeah, who's better?
Do you not remember Team Liquid?
That's not this Team Liquid.
I know, but he's still probably the best.
Also, we haven't seen Core JJ play the new and nerfed Tom Kench.
That's fair, but I still assume that he's insane. Okay, anyway, people should be banning TK into Ole. Okay, let's look. I've got the pick bans open. What else was surprising me? I, going in, was a little bit confused by the comp from Cloud9. Rakan was not banned or picked.
And they flexed Lux down to support.
Yeah, that's surprising to me, and I kind of dislike it. I mean, Zeyzal's got a nice Lux. There were a few good ultimates. He picked a Guardian. Cool. But I don't know, like, this comp just seems like it wants to do a few different things. I guess it's a team fight comp. But
it's a really bad team fight comp when you don't have Rakan.
Listen, I know. Especially into a team fight comp that's very good with a Nivea, Varus, and Kennen ultimates for like an insane amount of crowd control.
Tom Kench for safety.
No, that's what I mean, right? Like I agree. Like it's crazy. And then so like what do you have, right? Like you have a Nico, fucking cool. Those can be good. Rek'Sai, never a bad pick. I don't dislike it. Azir, all right, we're getting weird with it. Xayah, great. Lux, why? Just put Lux. Is Lux that bad into a Nivea?
It's not
just
like
pick Rakan.
It's not like
it'll be a wave clear matchup. It'll be a wave clear matchup, man, and it won't matter because you'll have fucking Rakan. You'll have the best bot lane in the game.
If you were running Zoe mid here, I think this pick comp works out a lot better.
Because I agree, and you also should take Rakan.
But like, why are you flexing Lux when Lux is going to do the same job as Azir's doing against Nivea, which is farming, and then have
you're
more
leaving
range
Rakan,
and you don't take
Rakan on the table, throwing away one of the best bot lanes in the game right now. Because
this
one of the best bot lanes.
Why are people so focused on Azir? Like everyone's picking Azir, and I don't get it. He's not that strong. What's his win rate right now? Oh, 33% win rate in 6 picks globally. Oh, I'm sorry. That's in LCS summer. That's not globally.
Here, look, I get being afraid of Frog and Zenivia, right? Like, I get seeing the Frog and Zenivia. Well, here's what I'm saying. If Niski's like, I am not as comfortable on Lux as I am on Azir.
First of all, I have a couple questions. How you are this good at League of Legends?
Yeah, first of all, I have a couple of questions. But second of all, if it's just like a practice thing, like you've scrimmed more on Azir lately, and you've scrimmed less on Lux, so you're more comfortable in the sort of macro sense on Azir, I kind of get it. But then, like, just why are you not picking Rakan here? Lux is, I feel like I'm not a mid laner, but Lux seems fine into a Nivea. It seems like you just both wave clear back and forth. I don't get it. Like you said, I don't get it.
I think
and then Lux mid, like, I think they do have a better comp. They have a much stronger initiation. They have one of the best initiators in the game into one of the other best initiators in the game, in Kennen. So it's not just Kennen ulting in and then Cloud9 going, uh-oh.
I think they picked the Azir to counter the Kennen when they probably
don't.
You probably shouldn't be picking Nico if you need to still counter Kennen.
Yeah.
I don't like this Nico pick either. Nico feels like a really weak pick. It seems like C9 just chucked this game away and got rid of all of their power in Champ Select. And I don't get it.
Did he go AP? At least he went AP Nico.
If they went AD Nico, they were screwed, and they have 0 options to do anything.
No, I agree. That's why I was saying it's good.
So
yeah.
Now I want to get right into the actual game of this because
So, but you know what's buck wild?
What?
Is Cloud9 could have picked Kennen if they wanted an AP top. Because they picked Nico, their first 3 picks were Nico, Xayah, Lux. And the first 3 picks of GGS were Olaf, Varus, Kench.
Oh, they picked Kennen in the second bracket? Or the second picks?
Which means they prioritized Nico above a mid laner, above a support, and above a jungler.
I think they picked Lux to flex. And if they didn't pick Lux to flex, why are you picking Lux at that moment?
I'm not talking about Lux.
No. But you said they didn't pick a mid laner.
Yeah, well, you know, they ended up not picking a mid laner, but they picked Lux to flex, fair enough. But still, like, I mean, like, so first pick is Olaf, second pick is Nico, then Xayah, then Varus, then Kench, then Lux. Fine. But I just don't get it, right? Like, Kennen's on the table, and if you know you're drafting a teamfight comp, or you want to be drafting a teamfight comp, which it looks like they want to be doing, why are we leaving Kennen on the table? Why are we not banning Kennen? Why are we doing any of these things? It just doesn't make sense to me. That's my last thing to say about the pick.
So the game starts off and GGS actually get out to a bit of an early lead, but then
they get the early Drake from a really good contract smite and a really good communication from definitely throwing the arrow over the wall so contracts could better time his smite.
And they even lose control after they get 2 Drakes early game. Mm-hmm. They lose control to C9 in the mid game, but then C9 just don't get it. They get nothing. They even give up another Drake for it. They do
not borderline. They do very much nothing.
And then C9 just absolutely have no sense of what Golden Guardians are doing on the map. They forfeit vision around that last Baron, and they don't make any plays to find it. You have Lux and you're not pressuring to get extra vision. You have so much like range to fight with them that you're just not doing anything. And then Licorice is just sitting trying to flank them 2 times in a row and just sits there 10 more seconds than he needs to and gets nothing for it and dies.
Yeah. This was a weird macro game, which, you know, it might stem from the fact that their comp is a little weird, right? Like, maybe they're just not sure what they should be doing or can be doing. I mean, I doubt that because it's still C9, right? Like, they didn't lose all of their ability to play the game, right? Like, conceptually, I would imagine. But Golden Guardians just looked way more cohesive, way more put together. There seemed to be a lot more, like, strong macro game decisions, a lot of strong rotation decisions, objective-based decisions. Whereas, like you said, C9 seemed to just be, like, waiting around. And they, like, gave up a lot of stuff for, like, really weird reasons, right? Like, I didn't quite understand why they even gave up the Baron, right? Like, why give up the vision, right? Why?
They had control of their red jungle, and then they're just and we back out and leave. And Licorice doesn't go pressure the Baron for vision while they're clearing our vision in the red jungle. I don't... Like, what? Were they going to turn and kill Licorice? They killed him anyways.
That's why I was confused. The macro game just seemed to be completely lacking. Hopefully this is not a trend that continues. But I don't know.
This has seemed to be a thing with all of the top 3 teams. TSM, TL, and C9 have all had these same issues where they just make weird moves and do weird things in champ select. And they just... Why would you make this move when you have these clearly better options? Don't give me this, we're just trying stuff out on stage bullshit. I don't care. Stop trying things out on stage if it's going to turn out like this every time.
And also, like, you can just kind of look at this comp and tell that it sucks. like why? You know, like...
If you have Xayah and you don't take Rakan and Rakan was left on the table, I can't help you.
I agree. I don't know why you're prioritizing Nico so heavily either.
Unless Braum is that strong that they're going to pick him and he counters the hell out of Xayah, and you have Xayah and you need to pick Braum, otherwise you're screwed.
Yeah, but that's not the world we live in.
It's not the world we live in right now.
But you know, you're right. TL's comp was also really weird when they lost to CLG. I remember messaging you about it, going like, I hate their comp. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I felt the same way looking at this C9 comp. I don't want to beat this to death because we've already talked about it, but it just doesn't... I don't get it. And I agree. Like, you probably shouldn't be trying things on stage. Like, yes, it's early, but like, why? Like, why did this need to be tried? Like, what about this? What about this comp? You know? Also, I didn't notice Rex I took Hail of Blades and not Conqueror.
That's probably fine.
No, it's probably fine. I just didn't notice. I was too busy looking at the Guardian Lux.
So, I don't know how you help C9 besides improving that champ select a lot. Like, if they just be like, yeah, we screwed up that champ select, we'll probably not make that same mistake twice, then I think it's probably an easy fix. But they also were really inactive with control going into the mid game. And that's not a champ select issue.
Related, though.
They still had control, though, and it's not like Nico has zero pressure on a lane. You can pressure with Nico, and you can make some macro movements with it. But they gave up a dragon for nothing. They got nothing for that Drake.
They got nothing for the second Baron either. I don't know. I mean,
they lost that Nexus for that.
Yeah, I know. That's what they gave up. But they did seem inactive. But my hope is just that the inactivity is just like a sort of discomfort with the picks or comp kind of deal.
Yeah, a lack of like. They had so few options with their champions that they just couldn't.
Yeah, that hopefully it's just like that and not like a larger issue.
I think Licorice needs to go for Chad plays.
What?
Licorice needs to go for the Chad plays. He needed to go in on that Baron and ult on them while they were taking Baron.
He did, but late.
Yeah, that's the thing. You gotta do it on time.
They didn't have vision.
They have Lux.
Who also ulted, but late because they didn't have vision.
So what was your point before we try to move on?
What was my point?
Yeah, you were saying something.
Just that. Oh, I don't remember. But I was probably something just like I think that the inactivity is probably related to the poor draft, and if they just focus on drafting like actually like workable team comps, then they'll probably be fine. Or if they like need to keep doing shit like this, like with the comp, like figuring out how to make this kind of team comp work where it's not so clearly defined what you are or like your sort of inefficient version of whatever you're trying to be. I don't know. I guess not getting inactive, but yeah, that's it. Just why, I guess.
Okay. Wait.
I need this to end, so why don't you just take us on home, because I cannot take any more of your bullshit right now. I'll see you on the Rift, I guess. I don't know.
Let me get to the outro. Gotta. All right. I think that'll do it for this week on the Legendary League Legends podcast. You can catch us next week at 6 because we have to start a little early because Matt's got a dinner to go to.
No. Yeah, I do.
At 6 p.m. Eastern. Catch the VODs on my YouTube channel. Good day.
Have a good one.